This might seem too simple, but there is a common ingredient that almost everyone already has at home, and when it is used in exactly the right way, it makes your fruit plants produce fruit very quickly. Just look at the little fruits already forming on my purple guava, and as you can see, it's still in the bag. It hasn't even been planted in the ground or in a pot, it's still in the bag. So this trick works for any plant you have, whether it's in a pot or in the ground. And it doesn't just work on guava, it works on any fruit-bearing plant. Take a look at this jabuticaba tree. It's still a young jabuticaba plant and it's already starting to form fruit again. It has already produced fruit before, just like this guava tree here, which is also in a very tiny container, folks. And with just a single spoonful of this, which you likely already have at home, you can easily double the fruit yield of your mature fruit tree, or even cut in half the time it takes for any fruit tree you have at home to start producing fruit. Come with me because today I'm going to show you how I get my fruit trees to produce a lot, and this information is free. I'm here with my lychee seedling and I'm going to do exactly what I always do. In fact, I've already done the wrong thing because look here, it's full of roots. Soon we'll remove this branch from a productive plant and I'm going to show you exactly how I fertilize to get early fruit in my pot. A lot of people think their fruit tree doesn't produce because it's weak, because it's in a pot, or even because it's not the right season. But most of the time the problem isn't the plant. The problem actually is the wrong nutrition at the wrong time. And that's why so often the plant grows, gets big with very beautiful leaves, but doesn't start flowering, let alone fruiting. It takes a long time for this to happen, and when it does, it happens in a very weak way. But what I'm going to show you here today with this is simple, tested, and respects the plant's natural cycle. No forcing artificial growth here. Here, we stimulate the plant to produce because it understands that it is strong, nourished, and ready for production. So the ingredient we're going to use here is this powder that you already have at home called ground cinnamon. But hold on, don't get too excited thinking this ingredient works miracles. Guys, stay until the end because you'll understand that it's not a miracle, it's science applied the right way to the plant. Cinnamon isn't just a spice for making your desserts or for use in the kitchen. Cinnamon has antifungal and antibacterial properties and helps protect the plant's roots. When the soil is healthy, the plant spends less energy defending itself and more energy producing flowers and fruit. In addition, it improves the entire soil environment, thus preventing root rot and blockages in the absorption of nutrients present in the soil. Now pay close attention to this part, everyone, because this is where most people make mistakes. It's not just about grabbing some cinnamon and throwing it on the soil any old way, no. For medium-sized pots like these here, of approximately 20 liters, which are the ideal size for fruit trees in pots. So what you're going to do is this. You're going to take half a small spoonful, one of those tiny spoons, I think it's a coffee spoon, put a little bit in water and mix this whole solution together. The cinnamon will gradually dissolve in this water. You're going to mix and mix until all those little lumps disappear, and then we'll know our mixture is nice and homogeneous. After it's dissolved in the water, you'll gently apply it around the base of your plant's trunk, like this. So you're not going to put it directly on the trunk, no, you'll put it on the soil of your plant because that's how the roots will absorb it. For plants in the ground, you can double this amount of cinnamon and water, but now I'm going to reveal a secret that I use here in my nursery and it really makes a big difference. Just this alone already brings tremendous results in fruit production, but now I'm going to teach you how to release more nutrients into your plant's soil, since now that you've applied the cinnamon, your plant is able to absorb the nutrients here much better. So what are we going to do? We're going to add more nutrients to this fruit-producing soil. So if you want to boost fruiting even more, here comes the second ingredient, which is this right here, guys, bone meal. I'm revealing this because it's what I use here, and it's a reward for you who stick around until the end of the videos because it's at the end that we reveal the biggest secrets. Look, right here we have some organic bone meal. And what we are going to do immediately after applying our ground cinnamon to the plant is this specific step right here. With a little spoon like this, I'm going to take some of my bone meal. This also works with wood ash, okay guys? I like bone meal because it's more concentrated. But you're going to take the bone meal here, see, and put one spoonful on this side and another spoonful on this side of your plant. So we're going to put the bone meal around our pot without touching the trunk yet, see? Once you've added it, now we're going to mix this bone meal into the soil. So we're going to mix this bone meal into the surface of the soil here because now every time we water our plant, the bone meal, which is rich in phosphorus and calcium, two essential elements for flowers, fruit, and the plant's strength, will release all these nutrients directly to the roots of our plant, thus encouraging flowering and fruiting. This works for any fruit-bearing plant. Once that's done, you can now come in with the watering can and give it a watering. Guys, this isn't to soak it now. The plant has already been watered. This is simply to release all the nutrients into the soil directly to the roots of our plant. So it's a light watering. You don't need to drench it at this stage of fertilization. Now, it's really important for you to know what I'm about to tell you because this is where most people make mistakes. This is a fertilization that you should do on your plants every 60 days. Do this fertilization together with the fertilization using cow manure or chicken manure. So 1 month you fertilize with cow or chicken manure, and the next month you use cinnamon and bone meal for fertilization. This way, your plant gets all the nutrients it needs to produce quickly. Soon you'll see this lychee tree right here bearing fruit. You can see it's healthy enough to even grow roots, right? And it's not a coincidence, okay, folks, that my fruit trees bear so much fruit. It's all about balance. Never overdo the dosage. Always follow the guidelines we share here, the timing, the quantities, and then you'll see that it's balance that leads to this amazing production. This is a plant that's in the ground, see? And look, it has a lot of fruits forming here, and some have already formed. Let me show you here, see? That's right, folks. We're talking about a plant that has just finished producing. Look, see? There are still fruits on the tree that haven't even fallen yet, and it's already flowering again. There are other fruits here that are still developing, still green, and soon they'll be ready to eat. So the plant doesn't stop producing when you provide the right nutrition. And you see fruits forming, flowers blooming, and all kinds of plants. Just look at this acerola tree. It's loaded. There are a lot of green acerolas here in the video. I don't know if you can see them, but there are ripe acerolas, green acerolas, and flowers forming. Just avoid fertilizing plants that are very sick. I really like to do this here, guys. Look, also to increase the penetration of fertilizers into the soil so the hydration reaches all the way down. The important thing is that you pay attention to the signals your plant is giving you. It's healthy with new leaves, with new shoots. If it's doing well, you can do this because then I do recommend it. If it's a little sick, a bit weak, then I recommend you check out the other videos we've made here on the channel teaching how to revitalize plants that are weak or sick. This video and the others are created precisely to teach you for free exactly how we take care of our plants professionally to greatly increase both their fruit production and their beautiful flowering. But you have a mission here on the channel. Here in the comments section, leave your rating from 0 to 10 so we know how good this content is for you. Leave your review here, your score from 0 to 10, the city you're speaking from, and your name so we know how far we're reaching. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it. More important than that, share this video with someone who needs it. Guys, just click on share and you'll help one person, or better yet, several people. Don't forget to also activate the notification bell because that's the only way to make sure you'll receive the next videos here on the Ian Plantas channel. All the products, including the bone meal we use, we leave the links here in the video description so you can access them in case you don't have a quality product at an affordable price in your city. Here we leave everything in the description for you to access, including the link for those who want to support our channel. I really want to thank the dozens of people who are supporting our channel here on YouTube. We offer this content for free, but we are rewarded with your views and support. You can also support our channel through the link in the description. I'll leave a suggested video for you to learn more about plants. A big kiss to your heart and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.